Whoa, yeah. Tempted. Oh, whoa. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. That's my last Wozz song. I'm gonna watch a stream on Twitch. Twitch on my phone. Watch a stream. I probably so much. All right, so last attempt at the Wozz. Yeah. The last attempt at the Wozz. Fuck yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get after it. Oh, so what am I doing besides what? Last the Wozz. Yeah. Party up. Just posting in the Discord. All right, go. Last Wozz. Fuck you. All right, there we go. And now I'm in Wozz Horizon by voice channel in the Discord. Seba. All right, now let's get in the proper car, shall we? Cue the music. That's not music. That's just sound. Last attempt at the Wozz. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's right. We're buying a car. Yes. We are buying a... What the fuck? Oh, crap. I have a bunch of cars sitting here. Crap. You know what I need to do? I need to start an auction. I have like 15 fucking Porsche. Take 2 seconds. I'm just going to select 2 of them. Porsche Taycans. I don't have 14 of them. I have 4 of them. 2 of them fucking gone. Last attempt at the Wozz. Fuck yeah. So the Wozz is a custom track made by Bama Blacksnake 1204. Shout out to Bama. You can find Bama at the Discord server. You can find all his tracks by searching for Bama Blacksnake 1204. It's all one word. BAMABLKSNK 1204. In the event lab, find all his tracks. They're fucking killer tracks. Anyways, the track that we're gonna release tonight is called the Wozz. And the Wozz is part of this week's challenge in the Discord. If I'm joining the Discord, you're welcome to join the Discord. I might have a habit of looking this way when I'm talking to you guys because forever my camera was over there. It's over here now. So, like, I'll be talking to you looking this way, and it's because my brain is not functioning correctly yet. But anyways, so the car we have to use is a Ferrari FXX, and I have a minute lap time, which is good. The goal was to get to 104. I made it to a minute. The fastest people are running 9:59.5 is the fastest lap so far. But I have a tune that I want to try. I want to try another rear-wheel drive build. That looks dope as fuck. Shout out to Back It Up. Shout out to Galax Racer 42. Fuck yeah. Nice work here, my dude. My person. Lade. Whatever the fuck you want to be called. Shout out to you. Like I said earlier, I don't give a fuck what you want to be called. Doesn't bother me at all. I'll call you Chicken Rabbit. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't bother me, not a bit. So anyways, I have a tune that I want to build here. And it is, we're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. We are going to swap it. So, bam. 1,000 horsepower should be plenty. We're going to keep it rear-wheel drive. Keep it naturally aspirated. It's already got springs. It's already got race brakes. I actually think that the stock transmission is fine, and we could save 2 PI over my 10 speed, so I'm not going to do anything with that. But throw the race, it's already got a race diff on it. So tires are already on full racing slick compound, so I'm just gonna upgrade the front, upgrade the rear, and hit that, hit that. I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna get to do. I don't think we can do anything else. So that's gonna be it. So this is the build. That's it. That's the entire build. And we're gonna do some tuning to it, of course. But that's it. It's 1,036 horsepower, 2.6 lateral Gs at S2998. Slightly heavier than stock, but it's got a ton more horsepower than stock. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna adjust the brake bias to make the front tires a little stiffer. We're gonna adjust the brake bias. I'm going to show you how we tune gears as well. So when you're doing the brake bias, that right there, you see how it says rear 100% for the slider, and that says 0%. I guess it's not the right way to tell you. So anyways, right here in the middle is 50-50 between front and rear. If you move the slider to the left, this between the white circle and the rear, wherever the white circle is, if it's smaller towards the front, that means you have less bias towards the front, more bias towards the rear. So that's how that works. So if the circles is the split, it's smaller on the right is the rear, that means there's less brake bias in the rear, there's more brake bias in the front. That's how that works. I know it's kind of counterintuitive, 50-50, everybody gets that, but I want more brake bias towards the rear. I actually want 30% of the braking pressure to come from the front tires, 70% to come from the rear. I'm going to turn the force way down to 70%. We're going to turn the arrow all the way up. This is a track that does require speed, but it also requires really good cornering. I want a little bit more oversteer, so I'm going to add to this acceleration just a bit. That'll help with your oversteer. That's oversteer that way. This way gets rid of oversteer. This way adds oversteer. We're just going to add a little bit. What else I want to show you guys? This is fine. Basically, if your front is softer than your rear, that is for improved oversteer. If your front is stiffer than your rear, that adds understeer. So we're pretty good where we're at. Same thing with, oh, excuse me. Same thing with springs. Same deal. Like pretty much everything. Anti-roll bars, springs, damping, all of that stuff. Softer in the front, stiffer in the rear. Adds oversteer. Stiffer in the front, softer in the rear is the opposite. Adds understeer. Anyways, I think I want my springs to be tougher, so we're going to add 200 pounds to the front, so that's 676. We're going to add 300 pounds to the back, and that's going to be 771. So we're basically keeping the same ratio, right? It's the same ratio, but actually it's changing the ratio a little bit. If we had kept it 200, it would have been the same ratio. We're actually just increasing it a little bit more to add some more steer. And I may regret that. We might come back to change that. But I think that's where we said we're going to 71 or something. And then I want to flatten out the tires. Negative 0.5 in the back, and we're going to go zeros in the front. We're going to change that front caster angle to 7. But what I want to show you is how we adjust these gears. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the final drive. I'm not going to worry about the individual gears tonight. I'm just going to move the final drive to give me the fastest 0 to 100 time. And that's all I'm going to do. So 0 to 100 is 4.633. Still at 4.633, 4.543, 4.453, 4.381, 4.327, 4.290. That's pretty good. 4.290. 4.290 is the number we're trying to beat. Let me get a pen and write that down. So at 245, final drive, we got a 4.290. I suspect you're going to get that number again. Let's keep going. I already know. And what I'm doing is I'm increasing by 0.05 towards acceleration each time. We're keeping an eye on that 0 to 100 time. Go. Oof, it's getting worse. Come on, get low. Jesus, it's getting worse and worse. Come on, man, get low. Get low, get low, get low. The window. To the wall. Get low. Get low. Get low. It's not getting low. We're getting fucked. Like, fuck you, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it, man. Alright, I got something for your ass gears, you little bitch. I'm gonna show you guys how we do this anyways. We're gonna go to individual gear tuning, so off gears. Fuck off. 4.290 was at 245. 245. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Alright, now it looks like, honestly, that's going to be covered. You can see on your chart there. See the chart right there? It shows you the first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. It's the little chart in the bottom right there. It shows first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. So it looks to me like first gear is actually probably going from 0 to 100. If you look at the bottom, the x-axis, you can see it 135 is in the middle, and this almost goes to like almost to 135. So I'm assuming that if we change first gear, it will affect that 0 to 100 speed. Yes, it did. So we kind of like that where it's at, but we're going to hope that I can adjust this gear and it will not affect that 0 to 100 time. Let's see. Yeah, that's just what I thought. Right. So now we're going to make just the rest of the gears kind of fall in line here. Something like that. And then we'll line up the rest of the gears. It'll look just like a little curve, kind of. It's going to make like just a normal curve. Kind of what you saw before is kind of what we're going to make it look like again now. The individual numbers don't matter as much as the curve. As long as the curve looks right, and then your final gear, whatever you're going to make your final gear, is pointing at your top speed, and you're in the goods. So let's keep an eye on that top speed. 234, 234.6, 235.2, 235.8, 236.3, 236.8, 237.3, 237.7, 238.2, 238.6, 239, 239.3, 239.7, 240. Yeah, I like that number. 240.3, 240.6, 240.9, 241.1, 241.4, 241.5, 241.4. 241.5 is right there at our top speed projected. So now we're just going to make the other gears look about right, so we know where our final gear is going to end up. Let's just line up the rest of these gears to make the curve look appropriate, and that looks pretty damn good to me. I'm going to assume that's going to work really well. So that's pretty much how you adjust your gears. Let's see if we can adjust first gear again. I'm just going to move it slightly and keep it on that. We already know that 0 to 100 time is pretty much as fast as we're going to get it. Yeah, so moving it around is, yeah, killing it. So let's just keep it right there, and that's the gears. So this is what we're going to start with. Let's go and do the Wozz. So this is, to recap, this is a hybrid swapped 2005 Ferrari FXX. It's rear-wheel drive, no engine upgrades after the swap, just stock compound, which is full racing slicks, fully upgraded front tires, and then we upgraded the back tires as much as we could. Then pretty much everything is tunable in this car because it's like a race car, so that was good. We didn't need to do too much like upgrades to be able to fully tune suspension, tune the gearings, and everything like that. We have the stock transmission, but I still have fully tunable gears. Anyways, let's get racing. Oh, that's one thing we wanted to take a look at. Let's make sure the brake pressures is good. Since I'm driving with ABS off, we're going to just drive in a straight line, slam on the brakes, and see if they lock up. There you go. And you can see that the back brakes locked up first, but man, I was on the brakes for a minute before they locked up. That's exactly how we want it to look. So maybe Maybe if we're driving and I need to be able to stop a little bit better, we can turn that pressure up a little bit, but we don't want to turn it up too much. That was pretty fucking good. Let's take a look again. I'll show you again. Now the back locked up after a while being on the brakes. That's exactly what we want this to look like. All right, let's get in there. And even if you tune with ABS off, people with ABS on can use it, and it works just as well for people with ABS on. When you start tuning the bias and the pressure, it really helps out. So let me put my microphone right in front of me because this wire is like dangling in my fucking hands. And let's get after the Wozz. I've been chit-chatting the whole time, but we're gonna get after it now. Wait a second, can we just take a minute to appreciate Bama with the 79 plays and 10 likes? This track deserves so many more. See, I'm telling you, I keep looking over here because this is where my camera used to be. This track deserves so many more likes. Y'all need to drive this track. It is as good as any dev made track in the game. I shit you not, this track is amazing. Anyways, you're about to find out. You're about to find out. You're gonna learn today. Say it with your chest. Alright, so here we go. My best lap time in a rear-wheel drive car here is 1 minute point 7. I think my best in a rear-wheel drive is 1 minute point 7. So I'm hoping this build, hoping this build can get me there better than that. I'm just gonna kind of pace around the track a little bit this time. Let the tires heat up on the first lap. Get used to driving the car, and then we'll get after it. And it's good to remember that first gear goes to like 100. But the reason I want you to remember that is if you're driving and you're using this build, see we're at like 60 miles an hour. Maybe second gear is fine for that, but you might have even dipped down to first gear, you know? We're just going to kind of pace around for a couple laps. Around lap 4, maybe lap 5, we'll really start getting after it. Thing is very twitchy, so well, it's not very twitchy, but it's twitchy, so that's why I'm trying to kind of getting used to the car a bit before I really start pushing it. Not that it matters. I mean, what difference does it make? I mean, I could start fucking up immediately. Well, it's not like I'm not fucking up anyways by missing that checkpoint, but yeah, I'm gonna just try and pace and get used to the car before I start slamming it around. Let's turn up the pace just a little bit here for this lap. It was a 104.8, not bad. If you maintain on that right side there, I missed it a little bit. It'll help your car from sliding. There's like a natural berm there. That'll catch your car and keep it glued. You can really get after that corner if you turn it right. And you can dip into this one, take that at speed too. You can really get moving through this high speed section here, hit this apex, bam, come into there like that. You want to be on your brakes heading towards the right, turn in, make that turn. It's really a great track. And then you're going to want to start from the outside, cut in and hit this way. You're going to want to hit that checkpoint head on. Out back to the right here, start cutting in, take that turn. I mean, that's the basic line. You're going to want to just get as fast as you can, through these sections. It's pretty much a straight shot both up and down the hill here. And you're putting in work as top and bottom. This section is crucial. You need to be taking that at 120 to really put up pace. We're nowhere near that pace right now. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I think we'll get there. Alright, let's push through this section. What will help? So, like, if you're having a problem hitting the apex, shift at the apex. That'll split second with the power off your car will help you with your turning. You need to shift anyways, so why not shift at the apex when you can take full advantage of it? Help you get through the corner. Let's start finish line. Alright, here we go. The reason I rolled back so far is because I wanted to start the lap up on at a reasonable pace. Here's the start finish right there. It's not a bad pace to come through there at 150 and change, almost 160. It's a pretty good pace. Pretty good speed, I should say, across the start finish line. Here we go, that feels like a good pace around that first part of this S turn here. You want to be inside to ride up that way. You see how I did that? Caught it naturally and kept the car from sliding out. That's how you want to do that. You take that turn. And it's basically, I'm hitting my marks this pace. I'm just hitting them very slowly. Shift at the apex, I'll pull us through. I'm going to shift at the next apex. And then slide through right to here, all the way to the outside. My brakes locked up, cut it back in. That's basically the drive. Only thing is, we came through there about 44 seconds, so I really want to be coming through there about 41 seconds. So we're 3 seconds off pace right now. Should be a 103. .035. Still a few seconds off pace. We'll get there. I missed it that time. It slid up. You saw that? About a second and a half off pace right now. I'm about 2 seconds off pace. That's a 102. Let's see if we can break down to 101s. I shouldn't have downshifted the first there. You saw it broke loose when I did. Back to about 28, 33 seconds off pace. Maybe worse than that. Oh shit. We're about 4 seconds off pace. 104 will come through. Fuck up some more. Alright, so we don't really want to take it down to first gear. We want to go down to second at worst. 104 and change came through. Yeah. Grabs you and sucks you up onto the road there if you hit it right. take this section right, you don't have to come off the throttle at all. Still off pace by a good second. 102, 101 maybe. Alright, now we're starting to pace out. Alright, let's go. 102.2. Fuck. You bastard. What would you do if I drove off the track? Let's take it back. Lend me your gears. And I'll put down the time. We'll try not to slide off the road. Let's go. Braking too early. Feels like I'm scared. We could probably get down to the 41 we need to hit if I was not such a baby at braking there. Really pushing it, trusting that the car's gonna stop instead of flying off the freaking bridge. Let's try and get ballsy at this lap. Let's get fucking crazy. 102.1. Let's go crazy. Good pace. Still a 101 though. .101.2. Ugh. Such a fucking smooth drive when you do it right. Isn't that beautiful? Fucking beautiful, man. It's fucking beautiful, man. Nailed that section, but I was just on my pace. so awesome. That's pretty good. That's only one. I love that section. It's so good. There's just no better feeling than driving that section. A rear-wheel drive car, just not. I might not ever get down to 59, but God, that section was so satisfying. Ah, fuck you. Oh, hey, what's up, Black Dude? Yeah, man. Is it late? Yeah, it's pretty late. Yeah, just here, man. I really wanted to get down to 59, but I don't think I'm gonna get there, man. Just doesn't matter, I suppose. Other people got there, that's fine. Let them get there. I'm getting and have fun. Oh my god, we're already on lap 14 of 15. Crap, this is my final lap. Let's see if I can get it. I've already got a 1:01.2, but I didn't get a single 1 minute flat, so that's unfortunate. Let's try and get it this lap. I think it's a little easier to drive a all-wheel drive through here than it is to drive the rear-wheel drive, but man, rear-wheel drive just loves to get through those chicanes or whatever you want to call them. I'm behind pace, so I'm not going to get 1 minute on this lap, so that's okay though. 60, 1 short of 2 though. 1:01 is impressive. Yeah, man, thanks. It's pretty. It's fast. It's fast. I've run a 1 minute point 3 is my best lap, but that was in an all-wheel drive car, not this rear-wheel drive builds. But what can you do? I'm gonna run it back one more time. Just gonna let's take a look here. Maybe if let's take a look here. What's going on? Maybe turn up the brake pressure a hair. 73, and I'm gonna stiffen up my front springs just a little bit. About 50 pounds, make it 720. We're at what, 660, 670? 670 plus 50 is 720 change. 725. Shouldn't be much of a change though. It was 750. That's it. That's all we're gonna do, man. Hopefully that gets me through. That's it. That's all I can do. Let's see if it's enough. Drop me down to the 1 minute flat. First gear goes out to 100, so we're gonna keep it in first gear. There we go. It'll go 0 to 100 in 3 or 4 seconds with the rear-wheel drive build. So I mean, it's S2. It's not like that's crazy or anything, but it's still pretty fun. Very long first gear. So stiffening up the front for those who don't understand how the tuning and suspension works, things like that. By adding stiffness to the front, I add grip at the rear. So and by having grip at the rear, damn it, my brakes are I made the brakes too strongly locked right up. But by adding grip at the rear, you reduce your oversteer. So if you don't understand the difference between oversteer and understeer, it's kind of like oversteer is turning too much, but in this case, I wouldn't say it's turning too much. It's turning the way I want it to, and understeer is turning too little. So when I'm pressing like right on the controller, and I want the car to turn right, it's not turning enough right. That's understeer. It's turning too much right. That's oversteer. I'm trying to get my car to, well, I'm trying to get it to not drift as much. So I'm trying to add just a hair of understeer by stiffening up the front. I still want the car to turn, but I don't want it to drift. If that makes any sense. I mean, I know it makes sense to people that understand how to tune. Probably Blacktooth understands this is perfectly fine, but not everybody does. You know, just talking to the masses, I suppose, or the person who doesn't understand. A lot of people do understand. For those who don't, I want to explain what I'm doing. Alright, so this lap here, not this lap here, lap 3 isn't starting out fast enough to really break any records, but I'm going to make sure that lap 4 we get after it. We're going to try and just come in nice and clean at the end of this lap, set up the next lap. Have you run this track? Have you raced on it? Have you tried to set a time on it? And I'll check your message right after lap 4. I know the brakes are fine. Thought I made them too powerful, but they didn't lock up at all there. It's perfect. Here we go. Let's see if we can. That's a good. Little bit of drift there. It's more my fault than the car's fault, though. But we may have to push it to lap 5 to really run after it. Ah, you fucker. Alright, after this lap, I'm going to catch up on the chat after lap 5. I'm going to catch up on the chat, so it's not this lap, it's the next lap. Because I anticipated that I'd run a good lap here, and I am not running a good lap here, so one more lap. We're about 102, I think we're going to come through in this lap. I really want to start this lap good. Here we go. This is a good start. Still getting a little bit of drift. Might be good enough. Let's see. That was a 102.1, so not so bad. Still a little bit of drift, but not too much. You want to be walking that line of cars are ready to drift on you. Fuck, I downshifted to first instead of second. I shifted back because I caught it. I don't know what kind of pace we're on. Looks like I'm about still a 102 pace. Maybe a 101. We'll check through this next section. But how clean I take that. 43, it's a 101, maybe a 102. We might be facing a late 101. Low 102s here. After this, right here, we'll stop. 102.0. Pretty much right where I predicted it. Alright, I'm gonna brake right now. Bam! Alright, what's up, man? I gotta get better in that area. Tuning, suspension, spring dampening. Yeah, it's kinda it's kind of more um intimidating than it is hard to work with. I always look over here. My camera used to be over here. It's more intimidating than it is tough to work with. It's kind of simple. Basically, your front part of your suspension, um, and then your back part of your suspension. It's basically not so much the individuals that matter, but the ratio between the two. If you're so there's like three different ways you can set it up. With the soft, the front and back soft, then you can go middle, front and back middle, and then you can go hard, front and back hard. Now your car may, or whichever your car likes. Your car might prefer being stiff or loose. That you got to figure that out. That once you figure that out, then you want to go, if you go softer in the front, stiffer in the rear, that adds oversteer. Stiffer in the front, softer in the rear, that adds understeer. And that's pretty much it. And that's for all the settings. Your damping, your spring tensions, and your the other one, whatever the other one's called. Whatever the other one's called. That's it. It's pretty easy. Yeah, it's more like intimidating than anything else. This car kind of like stiffer, like race cars. I think they prefer like stiffer suspensions, road racing stiffer, off-road racing softer. But it varies from car to car. All right, here we go. One of the things that's like, I think, like for really like good pacing, it's almost like when you're trying to really get a fast time, you tend to like drive as fast as you can from point A to point B. Let's call point A one checkpoint, point B the next checkpoint, like regardless of the entire track, what you're doing across the whole track. But sometimes you get faster if you just, instead of going as fast as you can, just trying to keep a good speed through the sections. Like sometimes you're faster by not taking the car all the way up to your top speed, and that's what you'll see. Like the really fast people, they just intuitively know to not push it too fast, and then that's how they get really fast. It's funny. I'm not one of those very good drivers. I'm okay. I put in a lot of fucking laps here to get this fast, and I'm still not as fast as the really fast drivers, so. But I'm alright. I mean, I'm pretty proud of my times. I love this section here. This is such a good section. Ah, come on, baby. Ooh, I got lucky. Like, I really wanted to come in through there at 41, and I just came through there at 42. So we're like at a 101 pace right now. Ah, son of a bitch, until I did that. I'll get a 103 almost because of that. First section right there is where you can make up or lose. You can gain or lose so much time in that section. You need to be like really ballsy through there to like get a really good time, and I always baby it. Like, I don't know why it's like if I crash my car I'm gonna like get permanent damage to my body or something, but I still drive it like a little baby, like I'm scared to wreck the car, I just can't. It's like PTSD from being in actual car accidents. Like, no, you have to slow down, you can't wreck your car. Fuck, I locked it up. We're coming through 43, so we're a full 2 seconds off pace. Like a 102. Let's see if I can get a 101. Oh my god. Been learning to tune watching yours and Stig's videos. I've heard of Stig. I should watch more YouTube than I do, to be completely honest. With me, I find that if I have time to watch YouTube, it means I have time to stream, and I just end up streaming instead of watching YouTube. But I really should watch more videos because some people are very good at what they do, and I could use some pointers, to be honest. My channel isn't going where I hoped it would go. I hope that more people would watch and talk, and like it's great having you here. You're like the only one here hanging out talking. Like, not all the time, but like you're You know, it's not as many as for as long as I've been streaming. You would think there'd be a few people here hanging out. So I probably should. You know, and I do. I have a few people that do hang out, and I appreciate everybody that does. I'm not saying that I don't. I'm just saying I wish there was more. And I think the reason I don't have more is because I should probably be studying what other people are doing well, you know? I'm still a full 2 seconds off my pace. What the fuck? Alright, lap 10. We're gonna kill it. This one here, I promise you, you're gonna see a world record lap right here. Lap number 10. Right now, we're gonna start. This is gonna be my fastest fucking lap ever. You ready? Let's get it. Here's the start finish right there. Start. Fastest lap ever. Let's get it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and do it. Good. 42. Come on, let's go. Ah, 1013. I didn't quite get there, but that's still a pretty good lap. Been learning to tune watching ears and sticks. Yeah. Alright, let's rewind it up. Rewind it back just a little bit before I fucked up that corner, man. I thought I was coming in hot for it. That was a pretty good last lap, honestly. It's pretty good, pretty good. Not great, great, great. 1013 is good. It's good. And it might be the... You know, this is a new build, so I don't really know what this build is capable of. But I have a feeling it's capable of a 1 minute flat, you know? Damn it, man. Yeah, I was on a roll for a minute there. You know, it's tough to, for me, I know not for everybody, but for me, it's tough to, like, consistently lap, focus, lap after lap. I might, like, I can roll 4 or 5 laps and then really, like, nail one of them, you know, like, focus for 1 lap. But, for me to, like, focus lap after lap after lap, I just talk too much. Fuck me. The car is just sliding. We're gonna have to... So this is lap 11. I'm gonna make sure that we set up lap 12 super hot. We're gonna try and hot lap 12. I love this section. I know I keep saying that, but it's really so good. I love to shift into 4th at that last checkpoint. I love to shift into 5th here. And then hit the brakes there while sliding to the outside. Downshift, make that turn just like that. That's exactly how you want to take that section. Should be coming through there at 41 after that left-hander there. You want to hit that checkpoint. You want to downshift into 2nd, with my gears at least, then start in here. And then back on the throttle for the start-finish line to set up. Lap number 12, let's get it. Coming through at about 159. That's a reasonable starting pace for a lap. I want to take this section here at 120. You don't want to drop lower than 120. I got down to 118, it looks like. Take this to the inside so it doesn't slide. Downshift to 2nd. Cut it in. Bam! Just like that. That's fucking nails. Cut it in, shift into 3rd. Boom. Right here, come back, cut it in, shift into 4th. Boom. We're gonna come down here, apex, shift into 5th. Boom. We're gonna hit the apex, hit the brakes. Downshift, turn. And I fucked it up. But we should be at 41. We were at 43 there. That's pretty much the name of the game right there. Just off throttle, into the dirt, hit the checkpoint, downshift. Roll, roll, roll out to wide. Come back, hit the checkpoint, and go for speed. That's how you do the lap right there. Well, let's see if I can do it. And this is just full throttle section. Don't want to drop down under 120 in that section at all. It's tough as hell to do. I got down to like 118, but not bad. See how that sucks you up there if you hit it perfectly? If you don't hit it perfectly, you can get slid down. Shift. Apex and shift. Apex, apex, and shift. And then we're gonna brake, shift, shift, apex. We want to be at 41. That was a mid 42. This is a quick lap. Off throttle, hit the checkpoint, downshift. Outside, cut back in, hit that 101. 101.3, that was pretty good. We need to really get down to 1 minute flats. You know, if your tires heat up, you're fucked. If your tires heat up, you start sliding. Shift. Shift. And when you're shifting on the apex like that, if you're getting understeer, the shift will help you get a little bit more, you know, the off throttle from the shift helps you pull through the corner. Alright, we got one more lap to go, then I'll check the chat. Let's see if I can get a 1 minute flat in this next lap. Shift. Coming in hot. Let's go. A good hot start right there. 156, 157, cross the start finish. Fuck. Oh well. So good. That apex was fucking perfect. Too bad I wasn't on pace though. It's really hard to put together the whole perfect lap, right? Like you can appreciate like nailing individual sections, but man, you really gotta nail every section to get that. Well, for me, I gotta nail every section to get that 59, and we're just not getting. We're not even getting the 50s. I mean, the 1 minutes. So that's that. That's. I keep looking this way. I should just put the fucking camera back over there. That was pretty good. We can switch builds. I mean, I don't think this build is gonna get me where I need to go. So let's switch cars. We'll get into the all-wheel drive car and give it one run. See if I can just nail a 1 minute or 59 seconds. Let's jump in the other car. It's the same car, but a different build. It's an all-wheel drive build with the hybrid engine. Basically the same, more or less the same tuning settings that this car. Oh, let's see. My other Ferrari. Where is my Ferrari? Where are you? Ah, she's the gray one right there. Bam. 3 FXXs, 3 or 4 FXXs. I'm going to sell all of my, in the auction house. Once I'm done with them, I'm going to sell every one of them. The different builds, except for probably this one. I'm going to hold on to this one. That's my one right there. That's Neo in the Matrix. That's the one. Let's go to history, and this is the Wozz. You want to try this track? It's by Bama BLK, BAMA BLK SNK. Bama Black Snake 1204. Jay-Z's birthday December 4th. Bama Black Snake Jay-Z 207 000 984. Technical asphalt. It's you're the only one on the track. You get 15 laps. See if you can get down. Get down under 1 minute. 59.5 is, I think, the current record. Here, you have to drive the 2005 Ferrari FXX to be in the challenge. The challenge is this car on this track. This is an all-wheel drive build, and shit, I'll probably run a 102 this lap. Like, the out lap will be a 102 in this car. Not a 102, excuse me, a 104. Maybe a 103. I think I can run like a 103 in this car on the fucking out lap, which is crazy. But all-wheel drive is just more suited to these higher class cars, I believe. The world record that I'm aware of in this car is also in an all-wheel drive build. With the all-wheel drive, you definitely need to make sure you're shifting on the apexes, or you're never gonna, the understeer will kill you, you know what I mean? You'll never make it through the corners. We're actually on pretty good pace. We're at like a 103 for this out lap. That's crazy fast. It's really good pace though. The out lap's a 103, I think. 103.9, barely made it 103, but we did. So much smoother, but there is a ton of understeer that you need to work with. So it's like, it's a different ball game, right, than running with the rear-wheel drive. The rear-wheel drive is smooth, like, rear-wheel drive is like smooth through the corners. The all-wheel drive is just like so stable. But you need to place your shifts perfectly. If you want to hit these apexes, hit your shifts, and really pull through like on throttle. On throttle is the difference, right? Like if you can stay on throttle, that's the name of the game. 41, we hit a 41 there. We're on a minute pace. We're on a minute pace. It's like 2 laps in. Oh, 101.2. Oh, let's get it. There we go. Fucking nailing it. As long as I can get it through here, we're good. We're gold. Ooh, damn it. Still a 42. I thought I was golden. It felt good, looked good. Pace wasn't there. It's fucked up somewhere. One. Jesus, come on, man. Come on, baby, get there. It's a 100.7. Not bad. That's about the upper limit of my driving ability. Fucking, I just fucked it up. That's it. That's like still over here every fucking time. Got this. See, the reason I don't put you guys over there anymore is because, well, when I'm racing, you're always looking at the side of my face instead of straight on. Maybe if I put it like that, it's a little better. Anyways, let's see if we can roll it back before I fucked up that lap. I don't think so. I think we waited too long before I hit rewind. Look at the people hanging out there in the building or overlooking the racetrack. How good of a seat do they have for spectating the races all weekend or whatever? Can't beat that. Here we go. Fuck yeah, one more. Let's go. One more. Let's go. Alright, that's good enough. I can race from there. I've been doing so many laps here that I know that, like, you know, like, I have the sections laid out in my brain for, like, I want to be at a 41 coming out of there to be at a minute or better, you know? I'll call out the other numbers that I'm looking for so you know where they're at. I think my first marker is at 27 seconds. So there we go. Let's check out the first. So the first like thing that I want to do is I want to be pointing my nose to the right towards this building, hitting my brakes towards the like that big yellow building. I want to be pointing my nose to the right when I start braking. I want to come through this section at around 120, that first S. I want to hit that right side there, and then I want to come the second gear through here, or third, like that. But coming through this corner here, shifting, and I want to be at 27 seconds. We're at 29. We're 2 seconds off pace already. And then the next spot that I'm looking for my pace is coming out of this corner. We want to be at 41. That's 43, so we're still 2 seconds off pace. That's it. Those are the two markers that I have. .27, 41. And it's raining, so look at that. Good luck getting a good lap time now in the fucking rain. One of the great things about this track, it starts in the morning time in the dark, and then it becomes daytime. It's not set to be just clear skies and dry weather. It changes. I mean, it fucks you up if you're trying to set a hot lap like I am, but you know, it's still just a really cool track. And actually, when you're coming down here, I love when you're coming down here and the sun is rising, you get to watch the sun rise through your laps. And we're directly facing east right here. It's really cool to watch the sun rise up over those mountains and shit while you're racing. Like, people like don't give Forza enough credit for the environment, the skies, the way the track changes throughout the day and night or whatever. They did so many dumb little things, but they did so many great little things too. Let's see if I can hit a 101 in the rain. It's so difficult to race in the rain. The car just slides. I'm on full racing slicks, you know, so they're not great for weather. That was a 30. We're coming through 3 seconds off pace. That's what happens in the rain now, right? So the rain can really fuck you up, but it can also make you slide into your apex. It's good. Like 41, 43. We actually gained a second. We were 3 seconds behind. We ended up 2 seconds behind after that last checkpoint. Ended with a 104 though. We need the rain to stop, and it will stop before we end the track, or before the end of the race. I hope it will. seems to be drying up now. Yeah, I think it's drying up now. It's not raining anymore. It's still wet. The roads will dry up here soon and we'll be able to pace again. Oh yeah, definitely gonna do motorsport. I'll check out that other. Well, like day one. Day one. You don't have to worry about that. It's totally gonna be all over motorsport. Alright, so how do you find out about this map? You mean the racetrack that we're racing on? This was made by Bama. He's in the club with us. He made this track for Wozz actually. This is part of the like team challenge. I have no idea how he came up with such a good track. I think that's what you mean. If you're asking how I found out about like what the devs did in their maps and shit, like that was from like watching the videos. You know, before the game was released, they were like talking about how the environments and skies and shit. They actually shot all of the skies, you know, like real time. They had like thousands of hours of real sky, like footage from actual skies shot in 8K for the game that they're using. So all these skies that you're seeing in game, they're not fake. They're real recorded skies. Just pretty fucking cool. But you'd expect nothing else, like nothing less from a, you know, a AAA big budget title like this, right? Alright, so let's see if I can get some pace to see how the track is dried up. '27, 28, we're right on the border of the kind of pace I want to be making right now, like borderline 1 minute. If I can like nail these next sections, we might come through at 59, 42. God damn it, hitting those railings didn't help any. I'll check the chat right after this lap. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Nice, all good. How did you find out about this map? Are you guys going to be doing Forza Motorsport 2? Yeah, we're definitely playing Forza Motorsport. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Bama makes a lot of good tracks, man. Bama, he's just got like a natural ability to like design great racetracks. I mean, obviously you know, the track is designed with making racetracks, you know, the roads are the devs made good roads, you know, for racetracks, but Bama just consistently finds a way to use, you know, utilize what's given to him in the best way possible. Like, this track is elite. It's elite. This is an excellent fucking track. It's as good as any track I've raced on, and I've spent a ton of fucking hours racing here, you know what I mean? He consistently, every track I've raced that he's made, even if the entire track wasn't like my thing, like maybe I just didn't care for the track overall, there's always one section where it's like, damn, that section is fucking fire. This whole track just happens to be fucking fire. This is like the culmination of like playing with skill, good luck, and happen. That's what's going on here. Bama builds track with good skill, and he just, it all came together here, you know what I mean? I mean, this track deserves to be like, this track deserves to be featured. Like, a lot of featured tracks don't deserve to be featured. This one deserves to be. This is a good track. It's not like flashy, like, oh, this is, I put 400 flying rainbow dildos out here with beams of light shining on the walls, and my name is written in graffiti splatter. Like, it's not like check out this tunnel we made from Cat Paws. It's just a good racetrack. It's not like flashy to be flashy. It's just a good fucking racetrack. Not flashy at all, right? It's just really good to drive on. I'm gonna get banned from YouTube. It doesn't hurt. That's alright. Worst things can happen. Nobody will get to hear me sing karaoke. No, this is actually pretty good pace right here. Ah, you bastard. Alright, so we're on lap 14. That means I have one more shot to break into the 59s. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna break into 59s. I've been just like dicking around. Like I can totally break into 59s any time that I want to. You believe that, don't believe that. But I'm gonna do my best to try and break into 59 this next lap. We're gonna just use this lap to set up for the next lap. And I'm gonna try and just fucking finally break into the 59s for the first time ever on this next lap. My last shot at it. I'm not gonna sit here all night and play this game, this track like I did every other fucking night. Fuck you for missing that corner. But yeah, so we're gonna set it up. Plus the seat is really hard, it's hurting my butt. So I need to get out of this chair. But let's go, let's fucking get it. Here we go. That's a good start. That's a good start. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Missed it. You son of a bitch. Oh yeah, it's pretty technical. I love a good technical racetrack. Sure. Alright, so let me rewind it just a little bit further because I want to make sure I'm in the right gear. Okay, let's go. We're in fourth. I want to be in second. Alright. Did I miss that one too? No, I barely nicked that one. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's starting to fucking rain. Are you kidding me, Bama? No! This is my lap. Doesn't matter. Fucking rain. I fucking hate that shit. Oh, God, this track will fucking kill you. It's... Damn it. It's so good and so frustrating at the same time. I did good. This is a good lap, man. That's a good lap. But we're not gonna hit the fucking 59 in the rain. Son of a bitch. Oh well, that was pretty good. That's a really great track. Again, that track is called the Wozz. It's by Bama Black Snake. Go ahead, get on that track. See if you guys can get down to a minute or better. Just put up your best time. You know, like share some best times. If Blacktooth, you want to go out and put some laps in there, put some laps in there. Let me know what you get. I'm curious. Yeah, it's frustrating when you're on a hot lap and it starts fucking raining right in the middle of it. But what can you do, right? I wasn't likely to break into 59s anyways. I ran a 100.7. It's still respectable as hell. So, but yeah, that's the track. Let's see here. I want to share the track share code with you guys before I go. So there is the track. It's called the Wozz. 207000984. So if you guys want to give that track a race, send me your best lap times. I don't care what car you drive it in. Drive it in any car you want. Anything goes is available. If you want to be part of the weekly challenge for the club, which goes on from Sunday. Monday, it goes from Monday to Sunday. So today is Thursday. So there's still Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have to enter this thing. S2998, 2005 Ferrari FXX, any build you want. Just get after it. Let me know what kind of lap times you run. My name is Mike. You can catch me on Twitch. It's still NFAC. That's one word. And on YouTube at Not Fooling Around Crew. That's two words. It's Not Fooling is one word put together because I'm terrible at branding. And then Around Crew switched together is one word. So it's two total words. Not Fooling Around Crew because I'm an idiot. And that's on YouTube. And then you can join me at the Not Fooling Around Crew Discord server, which of course isn't two words. It's four words because again, terrible at branding. Not Fooling Around Crew like it's supposed to be on Discord. Invitation's in my bio. So appreciate you hanging out and chatting with me as usual, Blacktooth. Subscribe to Blacktooth's channel as well. He has a channel, I think, on YouTube and possibly on Twitch as well. And join us at the Not Vulnerable Discord server. And that's it. See you later. Appreciate you, bro.